everyone, it's Kenzie and welcome back to this week's video. So I was planning on doing a story time, but I was planning on doing a story time on another thing, but then this just happened recently, aka Tuesday, the election. Friday, you'll see this, but this happened Tuesday, which is today, and I'm going to tell it to you before it leaves my mind and says it to everyone else. I want to tell you, I'm not a mean person. I just don't take being treated like a child very gently, I'll say that. So let's get into this video. So I went shopping at my Family Dollar store, which is right down the road from me, because I bought the wrong trash bags and I had to buy the right trash bag. So it was like, okay, I gotta go get trash bags, and I actually found the duct tape I needed. And then I was like, oh, I'm not buy scissors, so I bought all that stuff, came back to my dorm, and I get this call as I'm emptying my trash bag. And I'm just like, okay, this is weird. So I answer the call, and he was like, hello? And he has like this weird accent. I can't tell how old he is, but he probably sounds like he's in his 40s, maybe 30s. And he's like, hello, yes, this is a call for your computer. It's like downloading stuff that shouldn't be downloading and la-di-da. I can't remember what he said, but it sounded so sketchy. I was like, no. I hung up. I was like, no, not gonna deal with it. And I usually get these phone calls all the time, you know, like, hey, I'm calling about your computer. And sometimes they have it so off because my computer is an HP. Some people call about a Dell, a Windows PC. And I'm like, and I actually got someone on this. I'm like, my computer is a HP Pavilion. And he's like, oh, it is? Funniest thing in the world that's ever happened. But I usually hang up, or I say, please take me off your list, and I never hear from them again until maybe a month or two later. But no, this guy is different. So he calls me again, and I'm like, what is this guy's problem? So I answer it, and he repeats the same thing he just said a second ago. He's like Russell from Up, you know. Oh, what's his name? Mr. Wilson? I can't remember the old guy's name. Whenever he slams the door on Russell and the Russell's foot's there, and then he opens the door, and he's like, proceed. And he's like, hi, I'm from the wilderness, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, kid, you just repeat it. Get to the end. So he was just repeating what he was saying. I was like, I'm sick and tired of this. What is my computer downloading? Like, I just want to know what the corrupt things are. I don't want to hear you repeat what you just said like a second ago. So after he finishes, again, what he says, he's like, so you want to get to the point. And so he's like, are you new to your computer? And my computer is on my bed, but it was covered by blankets because I was watching NCIS Los Angeles before I went to dinner. So I was like, it's covered up in blankets, but yes. So I opened up my computer, put my password in. He's like, if you have any web browsers, please minimize it. I'm like, okay. He's like, is it minimized? I'm like, yes, sir. And then he's like, okay, do you see this one button, like CTRL? I said, yes. It was like, okay, 2 buttons away is this Windows flags. You see that? And he's like, describing it in like a little kid's way. Like, I know what the Windows button is, sir, but I didn't say anything. I said yes. He's like, press with only one finger. So I pressed it, and he's like, okay, now hit R as in Roman. So I did that together. And he said, there's blocked your post, like, should be up. What does it say? And I said, run. He's like, okay, does it also say? And he just reads the whole entire thing. And I'm like, yes, that's what it says. And he's like, okay, do you see the thing that said open? I'm like, yes. Do you see a box right next to it? Is it empty? Like, I understand that's his job, but he's like describing it to me like I'm a 5 or 6 year old. Mind you, I'm 20, about to be 21 in a couple of months. So he's like, okay, type this. And he told me to type this in, and he's like, E as in echo, Z as in zebra, blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, okay, after you finish that, can you repeat that what you just typed? I repeated it. He said, okay, good. Now hit open or okay. It's like, there should be 3 buttons at the bottom. Really? 3 buttons? I didn't see any 3 buttons. I only saw 1. So I hit the button, my Windows thing popped up and it's like, cannot find so and so. But I just typed, and I said, it cannot find this. And mind you, it just looked like a bunch of words. And he's like, oh, I can't find it? Okay. Hit exit. Okay, do the flag thing and R. Mind you, I didn't do that. I just hit okay, and then the run thing popped up. And he's like, is the thing still there? I'm like, yes. Okay, hit the backspace, delete, make sure it's gone. Is it gone? I'm like, yes. Told me to type in the same thing again. Repeat it to him. I did. I repeated it. I made sure it was right. All that. I double checked. I always tell my people at my old job, whenever we're giving money away or they give us money, you double, triple, quadruple check all the time. Doesn't matter what. Just do it. So I was doubling, tripling, quadruple checking. And again, I hit OK or enter, and it popped up the thing that says, does not understand, cannot find it. I told him, and he's like, you're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not joking. And I'm telling him, I even said, I think you got the wrong computer. He's like, no, I got the right computer. This is the computer. I'm like, mind you, this guy seems so sketchy. So he's like, okay, we're going to try something else. His space, don't type in the EZZ, whatever we were typing before. He was like, we're going to type this. It's a 3-letter thing. I typed it. He said, hit OK, hit enter. I did. Again, still cannot find it. I told him, and he's like, tell me you're joking. I'm like, why in the world would I be joking to you? You're the one who's saying there's something wrong with my computer. I would want to help my computer. Like, I come up to someone, be like, hey, can you tell me how to do the quantum physics or help a lost dog? I'd be like, what do you want me to do to help it if you can't do anything? Tell me what to do. I mean, I even saw a video of a police officer helping this kid that had a seizure. And the police officer even told the father, this is what you do, because he wanted to save his kid's life. Okay, I want to save my computer's life. I want to know what's going on with it. I'm not joking. So after that, he said, okay, forget that. Let's open up a web browser instead. I'm like, okay. So he says in the address bar, type this, www, and then he's like spelling the words out to me again, which pisses me off. But I understand. Do you want to understand what he's saying? So after I type it, and he's like, okay, please read it back to me. I did. He's like, okay, hit enter, all that. Mind you, I'm at a college, at a Christian college, and there's things, even at my old high school, there were things we were not allowed to get into. And this is one of the websites we're not allowed to get into. And I told him, my college blocked it. And he's like, blocked it? What do you mean? I'm like, won't allow me in my computer. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. You must be joking. You gotta be joking. I'm like, I've had enough. I was having a serious mental breakdown. I'm laughing my head off. This guy's been treating me like a 5-year-old. Doesn't think I know what's wrong with my computer. Keep asking, keeps treating me like a Russell. He's a Russell. And I'm like, I just go off on him. I'm like, dude, I've had enough. You're treating me like a 5 or 6-year-old, someone who doesn't know how to work a computer. I know how to work my computer. I just don't think you got the right computer, because everything you've been telling me has been incorrect, not working, or anything. So it's like, I'm in college. Stop treating me like this and that. And I was like sick and tired of this guy. So I just said, have a nice day. Take me off your list. Have a nice day. Bye-bye now. Hung up. Was done with. So I decided to call my dad to be like, something's wrong here. But I guess my dad's on a plane up to New Hampshire like he usually is. And this guy calls me. I'm like, no. So I send it straight to voicemail, try to call my mom. After my mom doesn't answer her phone, I try the house phone. No answer. So I was like, okay, fine. This guy leaves me a voicemail. I will play it for you right now. It's like so mind you, this guy is so sketchy.
Hey, hello? Hello, come on, pick up. Hello? Hey, I'm just, asking you, maybe, like, how old are you and all that shit. Which college are you in? Hey. Hello. Hello. I know you're there. Come on, pick up.
And it just goes on for 27 more seconds about them saying hello, hello. I'm sorry that he cussed. That guy was so sketchy. It freaks me out. It freaked me out. I'm like, how old are you? What college do you go to? That just... Mind you, back home in Niceville, I'm a very big troublemaker. It's like, I always found trouble. Trouble always finds me. That's why I'm here. Make sure trouble doesn't find me. This is trouble! So far, since I've been here in August, no trouble whatsoever has happened to me until now. That just screams trouble right there. So yeah, I got hit on by a guy through this man. Hey guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a very big thumbs up, because you know that's very helpful. Comment down below if this has ever happened to you. All my social media will be linked in the description below. And if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button.